What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today I'd like to talk about this album right here, Blue and Bombay's latest album, or album together, first album together, called Good to Be Home. Alright, I've spoke on Blue before. Dope West Coast MC from Cali. I highly recommend checking out Below the Heavens, an album that he did with producer Exile. Fucking classic album, hands fucking down. Check that shit out. He released an album, was it last year or the year before? Forget what it's called. Something about the smell of flowers. I forget the title of it, but that's another fucking dope album. He reunited with Exile. But Blue stays putting in work. He likes doing shit with the one MC, one producer format. Well, most of his work is like that. And I fucking love it. And Bombay, to speak on Bombay, I'm not too familiar on who he is. In fact, this is the first time I've heard of him. I may have heard some of his shit prior to this and maybe overlooked him, but this is the first time I'm really sitting down and listening to this motherfucker. And this is just a pro. Before I get into my pros and cons, the beats are just sick on here, fucking serious, but I'll get into that a little bit later. So this album is exclusively and entirely produced by Bombay himself. So he's the only producer on here. So let's get into the features on this shit. You have Jametta Rose, Nico Gray, Donnell Smokes, even though he's doing ad-libs on one track. You have Fashawn, Like and Be Young from Pack Division, The One, Definite, Big Dame, Koss, Sweet Pea, Bombay. DJ Redmatic is doing scratches. Shout out to DJ Redmatic. You have Secret Service agents, Arima Adera, Elemento and Tumex from The Visionaries, Manny from Farside. Oh, by the way, this is a double album, so there's 2 CDs in this bitch. You have Prodigy from Mobb Deep, Mitchie Slick and Feel the Agony from Strong Arm Steady. Exile's on here producing, dropping some scratches, excuse me. You have Thursday, Casey Veggies, Stoney, Joyce Rice, MED and Oh No, Clutch, Mike Holden, The Step Brothers, which is Alchemist and Evidence, for those that didn't know, Tri-State and Planet Asia of the Do-Rag Dynasty, Chase Infinite of Self Scientific, and Krondon from Strong Arm Steady. So you got a shitload of features on here, and y'all know how I feel about that shit. But let me get into the pros, because there's a reason why I'm kind of hesitant to say that it's a detriment on this album. Pros, first off, Blue himself, dope lyricist. That's all I have to say. Check it out. Content wise, as a whole, let me just say this album just is West Coast, period. That's it. I don't know what else to fucking say about it. Content wise, it's West Coast. I haven't even been to Cali, and I get a strong Cali feel when listening to this shit. And I know some of my niggas on the West Coast could verify this shit. That's what I feel. Blue is taking your ass and putting you right in the middle of Cali when he's using all the references and talking about certain places. And there are some songs where he goes into topics themselves, but for the most part, it's a West Coast album. It's just strictly West Coast, and I love that shit. And I got goosebumps when I listen to it. Bombay's production, like I mentioned before, fucking great, phenomenal shit. Kind of reminds me of Madlib's muffled sound. You know how Madlib likes to use muffled ass drums, and even some of his samples sound a little bit muffled too. I love that shit. If you can make it sound right, like this or like Madlib, I mean, you got a fucking gem on your hands. What was I gonna say? Features. Even though there's a shitload of features on here, I see what Blue was trying to go for, or I don't know if he mentally like did this on purpose, but most of these, I want to say most of these rappers are West Coast MCs, so that coincides with my original saying of this is a West Coast fucking album, and it has a tremendous West Coast feel. And it's all the MCs with the exception of Prodigy from Mobb Deep, because y'all know he's from New York, but he still fit in on that track that he was on. So that's it. Cons, there really isn't too much bad I could say about the album, you know. Production was fucking dope. Lyrics were fucking dope. I mean, I just don't know what to say. Damn, this is damn near a perfect album in my book. I would give this a 9.5, probably to a 9.75, man. I really enjoyed it, and I'm going back to listen to it again. I've been listening to this constantly, and go pick this shit up, man. I mean, I know a lot of y'all listen to me, and you look forward to my reviews and shit. This is one of these albums you gotta have this year. This is gonna be on my list, by the way. This is automatic. That's all I gotta say, along with that Freddie Gibbs. And Blue also released Gods in the Spirit. It's another album he did with Knots. He's a producer from the DMV area. Excuse me, DMC. Ooh. But I think, I'm not too sure if that's a re-release or something that was released earlier in his career or whatnot. But check that one out too. You would like that one. It's more like an EP because there's only like 6 songs that he actually rapped on, and the rest were just either remixes. I know he has a Diamond D remix on there, and he has like acapellas and instrumentals and shit. So there's like 10 tracks in total. This one you're getting, it's a double album. You're getting about 21 songs, I believe, approximately 20 plus songs. But shit, that's it. I don't want to ramble. Check it out. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, all right? Peace, bitches.